Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Aggies ready to get this thing started and open the season. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Sands. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Guys, let's talk about Florida Atlantic. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They punt it away on 4th down. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Rides to back and leaves it. Got the first down and more. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum. And this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Looking to throw, it's Cutler. Grabbed over the middle, it's Fry. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Aggies with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Cutler. Pulls it in, it's Callaway. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
That's caught. It's Johnson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
And the Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put touchdown Aggies. They grab the early lead. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary and make that big play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They get to him as he throws. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
A strike downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Cutler. Got a man, it's Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Unleashes one deep. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodged by this offense.
7, Florida Atlantic, 0.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of this.
And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Florida Atlantic, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Sets up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Snagged in the middle. It's Terrell. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking left. And it's picked off at the goal line. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, New Mexico State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UConn was anything but dominant today, but the Huskies are going to leave Rentschler Field winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Gets the back moving. They just keep firing. Looking for a deep man. Snags it. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
And they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Line getting set on second down. Fires to the big fella. Turning on the Jets. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. It's on target and complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the Mints, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Cutler. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's in open space downfield. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got an open man. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
First downs is that alone, just on this drive. The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Looking to get it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. A designed run for the quarterback. Still on his feet at the 35. And the ball is free on the pitch. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Cutler. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
That's a miss as an OC. He's coming to the sidelines and listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of it. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route. But either way, quarterback, wide receiver, they have to do a better job being on the same page.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Callaway. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. He stopped just inches away from the first down, but boy, can he buy time and strike fear into the heart of a defense. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Finds the tight end. They got him on the ground, but not before he gives New Mexico State a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
On the move, it's Callaway. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum, get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throws to the wideout. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
It's incomplete, a 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to go up top on first down. Right down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PB in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going for a big play downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Motion from the back. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyway.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Out of the gun to give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Dropping back, it's Cutler. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Here we go.
They'll leave it with him. Find some fresh air. He's loose. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
To the air on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. And back to the air on 2nd down. This one's complete. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. Here's the handoff. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. The score, New Mexico State 27, Florida Atlantic 7.
So the final period starts with a second down play.
Military stun.
The give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know...
Touchdown, Aggies! And the punishment has been extended.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Texas A&M is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been gigging them since the first whistle.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get some.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They'll go with a direct snap. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You've got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down.
Let's go!
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. It's a really nice run.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.